returned to Australia, I obviously didn't realise that the images that I was putting out and the videos were having such an impact.
So this is what a warzone PD doctor looks like.
There's been an airstrike again outside the hospital. There's the smoke. Oh my God.
She needs surgery, otherwise she will lose that arm and it will be amputated.
We'd been glued to our phones watching his reports for weeks. We were just so relieved that Dr. Mo was home safely.
Those children are relying on us.
I just started mouthing off.
I'm asking our Prime Minister to help the children in Gaza.
I started saying, you know what, we're going to get a children's hospital into Gaza, and and then all of a sudden, people were like, are you going to get a children's hospital in Gaza? And I was thinking, oh, what have I done here? Oh, no.
The whole world is watching in horror of what's going on, and people want to feel like they're doing something.
I understand you've come back with this aim and this quest, really, to build a new hospital.
Yeah. These caravans get boarded in these medical caravans, and they get assembled like a jigsaw puzzle, and within 1 week, they will be ready to operate in Gaza.
Here's this junior doctor from Perth who's now, in London doing interviews with Piers Morgan and meeting leaders of countries.
Welcome to you.
Thank you.
You were grimacing when I read your nickname there, the Beast of the Middle East.
Yeah.
I reckon if you told Mo you need to wear a mermaid costume for a week to get this hospital in public, he would. He would be like, okay, if this is what it takes, then so be it.
I don't like being in the spotlight at all. But there are moments in your life where you have to make a decision. Do you stand up for what is right, or do you shy away? I became Australian in 2023, April 2023, and it was a really proud moment. I love Australian culture, and emergency medicine in Australia is world-renowned. So this seemed like the natural place to come to be a better doctor. So yes, I moved here about 8 years ago, and I've not looked back since. Soon after I got back from Gaza, I needed a bit of time to be away from everything for a little bit. I went to the Kimberleys and I worked up there for a little while. I've only been back from Gaza for 4 weeks, but to be honest, it feels like I'm still there. For most people, they look at it on a screen. It's different when you hold those lifeless bodies. It's different when you put them in body bags, because me switching off the phone doesn't stop those images in my head. There's a lot of pain that I've got, but if I can put aside the pain and I can focus on something positive, then maybe people from the other side can also put aside their pain as well and focus on the positive. I just want the killing to stop. I'm not a politician. I'm not a campaigner. I'm not a fundraiser. I'm just Dr. Mo, Big Mo to some people. My size has shaped who I am. I'm about 6'3", 140 kilos, 120 when I'm dieting correctly. Over the years, I've had to learn how to understand people's perspective of me, because I'm not just a big guy, I'm also a big Muslim guy. And yeah, I've had to adjust. Just being firm with your position can come across as intimidating. I try and show kindness. I think that's important. And those things are built into who I am. They're built into how I grew up. I'm just a very English guy. But at the same time as well, I'm very Arab.
I think Mo is the most English child in my family. He likes to do his own thing. He respects us a lot. but he still does what he thinks is right.
I remember when he got to Australia, I said no. I begged him so much to let go. But later on, I admit he's right. He's right to go. He's happy there, he enjoys it, he loves it.
Dad, you're gonna have to... Oh! I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you.
My parents are Palestinian. They were both born as refugees. You know, you grow up in a very Palestinian household.
Ready.
Looking fantastic.
You just can't help but fall in love with the culture.
Oh, nice. There you go.
So this is my mum and dad. So yeah, they want me to get married, they want me to be a consultant, they want me to own 3 houses by now, they want me to...
No, not houses. We are not bothered about your money. We want you to get married.
To get married,
And
this is
become a
number one, the
consultant.
most important.
Right, okay.
And be a
Finish your
consultant,
training.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a plan. Oh, this smells so good.
My dad was born in Gaza, and my mum was born in Jordan.
That's good.
My dad became a doctor and he worked in Saudi Arabia, and that's where I was born. He's now one of the leading fertility specialists in the whole UK. You know, he's brought thousands of children into this world that never would have been born.
You're such a good dictator, Dad. You're really such a friendly dictator, really. Jeez.
Mo, actually, he is the fun guy in the family. Sometimes he stepped the line on my authority.
Oh, Dad.
Try to keep it right.
Dad, don't go there, Dad.
My dad's a stubborn guy. I'm probably as stubborn as my dad.
This is me at school.
Yeah. Cheeky smile.
No wonder I got bullied. You can't look this good and not get bullied, jeez.
I started high school on September the 5th, 2001. And obviously, 6 days later was September the 11th. You know, I would have 15-year-olds jumping me on the way back home from school and beating me up. And, you know, I'd fight back, and that probably was a problem.
Wow.
He make always a trouble, always had fight with kids, always had some problem with kids, all the time.
What's this one?
You remember this one?
My parents ended up sending me to a private school. I focused a lot more on my studies and I focused a lot more on sport.
I had some nice Afro-style hair there. That was some good hair.
I got into medical school and, you know, eventually I played professional rugby.
Whenever he touches the ball, the whole stadium starts shouting his nickname, Beast, like because his nickname was Beast from the Middle East.
There's graduation day.
Yeah, do you remember? My dream is coming through. I want him to study medicine, and I push him hard for study medicine. I love medicine.
I got injured playing rugby, so that's when I started doing jiu-jitsu, boxing and kickboxing.
There you go, yeah. Nice, beautiful, Mo. Let's go, keep him flat on his back.
I got really good at it very quickly.
Good.
And the natural progression was to do MMA.
Mohammed Mustafa versus Rion Mahima, heavyweight division. The beast from the Middle East, I love it.
For me, fighting, it's about this mental battle that you have inside yourself. It's scary going to fight somebody. It also teaches you how to remain calm. That's why emergency medicine works well for me. It's just carnage. I thrive in that.
Tonight, under attack from the air and the ground, Hamas claims responsibility for a coordinated strike on Israel.
I remember October the 7th. I was actually at work. I was doing a night shift.
Reports are emerging of Israelis being taken captive. The Islamist group Hamas has claimed responsibility.
When you saw those images of women and children being kidnapped and taken into Gaza, when you saw dead women and children, there's no justification for that. And I felt deeply sorry and pain for what those people had to endure. And I felt sorry for what the people were about to endure in Gaza. Within the first 24 days, They killed 1,900 children. And that's when I knew, hey, this situation is so catastrophic that I needed to stop whatever I was doing and to go and help.
When he told me, Mom, we want to go to Gaza the first time, I'm cry. And I push him hard, please, don't go, don't go.
I was meant to be going into Gaza in May 2024. And Zomi Franklin, the Australian aid worker for World Central Kitchen, was killed in April.
The World Central Kitchen says its team had been hit despite having coordinated its movements with the Israeli military.
So there was a lot of nervousness around volunteers and aid workers going into Gaza.
So, just woken up, so this is my little bag. Obviously got my little otoscope in here. I've also got my handheld ultrasound. It links up to my phone so I can do ultrasounds when I need to. And the most important thing I'm going to fill my bag is a lot of sweets for the kids.
I wanted to show people the work that I was doing on the ground, and that's why I picked up the phone and started recording.
And I'm ready to go.
هون 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 حط على السرير هون كل واحد برا برا مشان الله.
Can we get a blood pressure on him, please?
Literally the first hour we were there, there was a mass casualty event.
يا جماعة 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 I am ketamine, I am.
Sometimes you just become a witness.
Okay, he's stable.
The kid that we managed to stabilize, I had to pick between him and there was another child on the floor, but he had a wound in his abdomen and he was bleeding quite heavily. And I just had to make the decision to leave him on the floor. And I just had to let him die on the floor.
Because foreign journalists aren't allowed into Gaza and because Israel has increasingly killed so many Palestinian journalists, it's really people like Dr. Mo who are showing the world the horror of what's going on.
So we've got children up in ICU. There's no way to keep the flies away, so we just cover their faces like this. And it's very, very primitive settings.
I think there hadn't been any medical supplies that had gone into Gaza for 6 weeks. And we were really struggling.
This is a child with 60% burns to his body and missing his entire family. Nobody knows who he is.
But it was amazing, you know, just being back, even though the bombs were being dropped. It just felt like I was home. I felt so accepted.
Believe it or not, these are actually my cousins, my actual cousins. I've never met them before, but we talk on the phone all the time. So we're all going to hang out and go for a coffee while I have my my lunch break from hospital. We made it to the beach. هلا هلا هلا. اشتغل دكتور، اساعد الناس، ساعد بلدي، وطني، شعبي، ما حنسيكم، عمري ما حنسيكم، بلدنا هذا، حنضلنا هون. Hello, hello.
This is what it is to be Palestinian. We live between hope and despair. You know, hope for the future, despair for what's going on. After my first trip into Gaza, I went back to the UK.
When he's come back, you notice he's not like before. He's not like always smiling, joking, make a joke.
He is fixated on Gaza. He is fixated. He eat, drink, sleep, Gaza.
My sister had just had my nephew, and he was only a few months old. And I remember really struggling to hold him because of the amount of dead children that I'd held in my arms.
We thought he's not going to go back. Okay. All of a sudden, he called and said, "Oh, I'm going back."
My name's Dr Mustafa. I'm one of the doctors with Panzima from Australia. I'm working here at the emergency department in Al Madinah Hospital.
I went with an Australian NGO named Panzima, which is the Palestinian, Australian and New Zealand Medical Association.
Panzima were after support with their social media, so I jumped on board. I was receiving the videos from Mo, and my job was to package them and then push it out to as many people as possible.
There's your Ferdy. I've got my washing on the line. You can probably hear above drones in the air. They tell me that I shouldn't stay out here for too long because people do get shot when they're out on the roof, but I really need just some fresh air, a little bit of space, and just somewhere to gather my thoughts for a little bit.
I was there during the ceasefire, the first few days of the ceasefire, and then I was there when the ceasefire broke.
We've just woken up. The whole place is shaking. There's been bombs that have been going down for about 30 minutes non-stop. There's screams everywhere. And we're going to go down to the emergency department. This is a mass casualty event, and there are going to be a lot of bodies.
Yeah, I just recorded what was going on, what happened that night.
We've worked throughout the entire night. We haven't stopped. The bombing has been non-stop. We've run out of all painkillers. There are 7 girls getting their legs amputated, no anesthesia. It's insane. I feel dizzy and lightheaded. The smell of burnt flesh is still in my nose.
I wrote a media release for his death because of the danger that he was in.
The call came at 4 o'clock in the morning from the UN saying that we had to leave and we were being evacuated down to the south. I was gutted for a number of reasons. That's her. And that's her holding the light for me while I'm suturing. There was a doctor that I worked with in the emergency department. And Noor, her name means light, so it's Noor holding Noor, light holding light. I mean, they say you don't believe in love at first sight, but I was blown away by this woman. She was asking me questions. I wasn't even looking at her. I was so nervous. I want to really ask her if she's spoken for. And I just didn't have the courage to ask her. I remember just thinking to myself, oh, God, there goes that opportunity. I'll never be able to talk to her again. I called the head of the hospital and I just said, look, there's this girl. Her name is Noor, and I really like her. And I wanted to learn more about her. A couple of hours later, I got a call from her dad. They came from the north to the south, walking to come see me at my uncle's house. And the next morning, after morning prayer, 6 o'clock, her father called me and he said, Noor said yes. My uncle invited the family and we had this like mini wedding. This was me and Noor dancing, which was very awkward and very weird. Do you know the crazy thing about this is there was literally drones overhead and there was a bombing not far away. Maybe you can see the light flicker in there. There was a bomb not far away from us. I mean, obviously in my head, I'm thinking, this is nuts.
I'm over the moon. I said this is the reward from Allah for him. And he's very happy. He's very happy, alhamdulillah. And the bride is very nice lady.
I can't wait till we manage to get her out of Gaza, and yeah, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
A Perth doctor who spent over a month treating patients in war-torn Gaza has returned home.
Dr Mohammed Mustafa given a hero's welcome.
Thank you so much for coming out and welcoming me. I'm overwhelmed and I'm shaking.
Mo had taken time off work and he has this window of opportunity to start to think about a solution. And when I met him in Melbourne, it started to make itself clear that if we want to save children, we need a children's hospital.
Go for it any time, mate.
My name is Dr Mohammed Mustafa. What I want to do is cut through the politics. I want to cut through the noise and I want to just focus on the humanity. We need to get a hospital, a children's hospital in Gaza. Just when I wake up, there's like over 300 messages. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I literally had no idea what we were doing, how we were going to do this, but you know, things have steamrolled, and we've got a plan for a hospital.
This hospital is a brand new concept. It's going to be NGO and government-led. It will be assembled in Jordan. This shouldn't be controversial. This shouldn't be political. This is about children's lives.
I have a couple of months until August when I'm going to go back into full-time work. And I have to sell the idea of a hospital to an entire country.
Mo's a very headstrong guy.
Good to see you, man. Good one, how you doing?
Yeah, great. And if Mo's convicted in his thinking, then that's it. You know, watch out.
I spend most of my time either at the gym or at work. I really have no other life than that, so I don't really have going out formal clothes. So that's what we're trying to do.
Do we know what size you wear? Or?
Big.
Big. There you go. That's the right place then.
Only two people I trust going shopping with. My mum and Matu are the only two.
I think what Mo's appeal is that he's relatable and he doesn't have to wear a shirt and tie to connect.
Listen, man, we're on a campaign trail. We're not on a fashion show here, Matu.
What's the difference?
You know what I mean? I can't look this good at Parliament, you know what I mean? There was something I really needed to do before we went on this media tour. Hello. And that was to meet Zombie Frankham's family, the Australian aid worker that was killed in Gaza.
It's finally good to meet you, Al, eh?
Yeah.
All our conversations on the phone.
She was killed feeding children.
Oh, that's Zombie.
Yeah, that was one of the collages that we did for her memorial.
She has an amazing smile, doesn't she?
She does.
It's been a whole year and there's not been anything done for her or for her family. Seeing her pictures like that, and I can see how hurt you are as well.
Yep.
You know, look, when we build this hospital in Jordan, I want you to come. I want you to cut the ribbon. I want you to open Zombie's kitchen.
It's a tangible, physical thing, you know, to honour her.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
I needed this. I needed something to motivate me to keep going. Yeah, I want to try and get this done for her. I just didn't know what to expect when we went to Canberra. Our Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, Penny Wong, a lot of people criticise them because they've not done enough for Gaza, and, you know, a lot of governments haven't done a lot for Gaza. But if we can move them a little bit here and there, that's a big difference.
Ahlan, hey, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good.
Nice to see you again.
We just need to take away all the barriers.
Grab a seat.
Thank you.
Mo was able to meet with Penny Wong, the Foreign Minister, and Anne Ali, who's the Minister for International Development. And those conversations are really positive.
A lot's happened in the last few weeks. So we have the infrastructure already in place with regards to building the paediatric hospital. I need them on my side. I want to work with the government, not against the government. Everything will be in coordination with, that's why we need the Australian government, to make sure that it's safe. And if it means that I have to be in the spotlight, then I have to be in the spotlight.
Independent Senator David Pocock was really keen to have a conversation with Mo and decided to do that in a public forum at Parliament House.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. There's a lot of pressure. There's a bit of an imposter syndrome as well because, you know, I'm only a junior doctor. I'm not board certified. I'm not, you know, a consultant. Yeah, like, who am I to be hogging the spotlight? All right, I think we're ready.
Please give a very big Canberra welcome to Dr Mo.
Thank you. Thank you. My heart is racing. I've never spoken to a public event this big. I've had to hold children in my arms whose parents, because there's no fuel, would bring them in running in a blanket on the back of donkey carts, and they'd bring them still alive. And you've got no medical equipment to deal with the injuries that the child has, and you simply have to watch them die. We're at a moment in history where people are watching what's happening in Palestine, and they will judge what we did. And I think we can do it. I think that we can bring a children's hospital to Gaza. And I think that we can do it with the Australian government and with the Australian people.
We are in an environment where people have been punished for speaking out about Gaza. But who can be against a children's hospital? Who could be against this?
Just on the train to London. I've got a meeting in the morning with the Palestinian ambassador to the UK, and then I think we're going to the House of Parliament to meet with some MPs. But after that, we should be free. I don't know.
After Canberra, we got on the road. I was being told that we're not a major player, that we weren't going to be able to do this as a country to get it in. Well, you know what? Let me pack my bags and let's go around the world and let's get all these other countries involved and let's win them over. We're going to build it in Jordan and drive it into Gaza and have a mobile hospital, essentially. It's a hospital on wheels. It has an intensive care unit. And you know, I've got the proposal here. It's ready to go. I just wanted to make sure that my voice was heard so often and so many times on so many different platforms that we would become undeniable.
The beast from the Middle East.
I like the fact you come with plans to try and help.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Piers. Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
We met Jeremy Corbyn and he's going to support it. I'm meeting the Irish president. I'll be addressing Parliament in Ireland. There's a lot that we've done in a very short amount of time.
Within a matter of months, we've been able to go from him hopping off a plane from Gaza to being exposed all across the globe.
Hello. It's clear he has not rested for 1 second because he's so focused on trying to make this hospital happen. And, you know, it's a massive load that he's carrying. It's a massive burden.
It's never been about me. There's a million children here that are at stake, and it's really, really important that we keep fighting for them. I don't care if they call it the Benjamin Netanyahu Pediatric Hospital of Excellence. I just want to get this hospital in, and I don't care who carries it in, as long as it's in there and as long as it's helping the kids. I'm not a hero. I'm just a guy that just refuses to give up.
خلاص عاد تتلاشى